Yeah, it's not located on any map. It's located right here. Right here. Capital M, capital T, MensTown. There's trust and friendship between men. There's no deals going south. There's no lawyers there. Only real men. And a few good dogs.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you have been waiting for. As you can see, we have a very, very, very special guest. He is a good friend of ours for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Mr. Sean Duff. Duff, how are you doing, my friend?
What up, boys? You know, just living the dream.
Oh, yeah. Looking good. Bake, how are you, my friend?
You know, living, hating the Chiefs still, but living.
Of course. As you guys know, we talked about this last episode, towards the end of the episode. Duff he has a very, very special, what do you want to call it? Talent? It's not really a talent because you grow it.
It is a talent. Growing it that
It's
way.
a lot of patience. I know how to actually let it go and let it grow and actually be worth the wait on it, because look at this bad boy.
Jeez, please.
Yeah, so Duff, have you measured how long your beard is?
It's like 41 inches, but then like it's 43 when it's wet. Ooh.
40. This dude has and you said it's below your knees.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the beard, right?
He's like 6'10".
Yeah. We're still talking about your beard, right?
I mean, I'm a grower, okay?
Oh, man. But the reason we wanted to have Duff on is because obviously this man has a world-renowned beard. And when I mean world-renowned, like he literally... Duff, go ahead. Tell the people what you're going to be competing in here in the upcoming months.
I've been competing for a long time, but actually competing at Worlds instead of like a small beer competition or even nationals. It's the World Beer Competition 2 weeks before MensTown, and it's crazy. I already know I am top 3 in the United States. My goal is to be top 3 in the world for my category.
That's crazy.
What are the categories?
All right, so beer competitions are just like car shows. There's all sorts of different categories for different things. My category is being all natural for different lengths. There's 6 inches and under, 6 to 12 inches, 12 to 18, 18 to 24, and 24 and beyond, which is your boy. But then that's just all natural. Then there's categories for just mustaches, category for chops or like Linkus, category for just again does the Abe Lincoln look? Link looking like Lincoln.
Yeah.
And there's also women
I always
that
think of Whitney. When I think of the chops, I think of Whitney.
Yeah,
chops, yeah.
Whitley.
But then women also compete. They actually is a creative category called Whiskerinas, where women will actually make realistic beards that actually look like real ones, but then also creative, where they make beards out of anything. Like, I've seen beards made out of snake skeletons coming out of this girl's face, and that thing was awesome.
That sounds rad.
Yeah. And this is, like, do you get paid for this, or isn't it charity, or what?
It's all for charity. That's the thing about beard competitions. We use it to, again, raise awareness for different things. Like, me and Link, our beard club is called the Beard and Mustache Club in North Carolina. I've been with it about 7 years myself. I'm on actually one of the 7 board members that help move everything forward. Our motto is actually right here. It's be hairy, do good. We use our beards to make again a difference in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. And for the people that don't realize the true length of this, Duff, can you stand? Are you able to stand up and show the people like how?
I mean, if you want to.
That is,
like I say,
that is nuts.
Take a half step this way if you can. That's crazy.
Absolutely insane. And I want to, Duff, do you have a picture where it's all out? Can you send me a picture so I can post it?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Dude, I want to get this, and I want to show the people that can't see like how long it actually is. because it's so impressive, dude.
The only thing with it is the braid doesn't do any justice. I tell you what doesn't do any justice, Cole. When it's not braided, it covers my whole body. Can't even see my torso.
It's so impressive, man. I'm curious how long? First of all, when's the last time you trimmed it or shaved?
What was that word? Shave? You got to show me that word in the dictionary. I don't understand that.
Once he gets past his waist, he folds into. Never mind.
No, I started No Shave November 2014. I just said, hey, let's see what happens, because I already had just like a little scruff and just let it go and let it grow. But then that's where I found what actually No Shave November really stood for, as far as the whole Movember, and again, mental awareness. Big thing that actually got me into started my very first beard competition was back in 2016 in Greensboro. Me and another buddy we worked with both had pretty big beards. Like, hey, showed me this on Facebook. Like, hey, see what happens. Went there and got instantly hooked. Hooked. I didn't place my first competition, but there were some really nice beards, really great people. And the big thing again is just what it was all for. So again, like my beer club, which is now that beer club that I actually went to for the first competition. We represent what's called Safe Alliance. It's a battered women's shelter in Charlotte. We try to help, again, raise awareness that life's bad. People go through some crazy things. We meet some really interesting families of women and their children whose only male influence has been, scary to the point where they're needed to be there. I love to go. We volunteer at least once a month or once every other month to help actually in the kitchen. I mean, this on the giant beard net. It's pretty funny to see me with that. But it's great to actually see the kids, see the families, and sit down and let them know, like, hey, there's actually good guys out there. Don't worry about all that crazy stuff that happened. Look at me. Look at my beard. I'm silly. Ha, ha, ha. Get them to laugh, break their guard down a little bit. It's pretty nice. Just actually seeing all those families. Yeah, trying to make a difference. And, again, being hairy and doing good.
I love that, man. And that slogan, too. You guys came up with that slogan, be hairy, do good?
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
Awesome.
Thank you. Were going to say something?
Yeah, where's Worlds at this year? I know you were in Orlando last year for beard competition.
Hold on one second. Not Chicago this year. It's in... if you guys ever want to go to a beard competition, again, use what I'm doing right now. Use the beardcalendar.com. It actually has every single beard competition out there listed.
Love the internet.
Where is it?
We'll put the link in the description.
Pittsburgh, that's it. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's
wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
And people travel from all across the country and the world to do this.
Yeah.
Absolute insanity, man.
I can only imagine what that would be like.
All kinds of walks of life. I mean, it's such a great way to network too, right?
It is. I've met so many different people. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even be a part of MensTown if I didn't have my beard to be as silly as it is. I met Link at one of our beard competitions, or actually, no, it was at one of our socials. He came and me and him became best friends. We started going to competitions left and right. He was like, hey, come and join MensTown, see what this is about. I was like, sure. In history since.
That's awesome. We can
be
dive
my
in.
question of how you got looped into all of this. My answer is obvious. I lived with Jay, lived next to Jay for 4 years, and finally got roped in. Obviously, Jay is Tim's son. He started this whole cult thing. And so here we are. But yeah, I was curious on how you got roped into it as well.
The mayor. I came with the mayor. He convinced me. It was like, hey, you want to go have some fun in the woods? I was like, wait a second, what? Dude, what in the woods?
Old dudes.
Well, maybe only because he's so pretty, even though he's lost a ton of weight and got even prettier. He was really pretty with that beard. We need to convince him to grow that thing back out.
He did have a nice beard.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Link, I know you listen to these, baby. Grow it back out. Grow it back out, man.
Just give us one more year of it. Just show up with it in July.
Right? Yeah, show up with me in freaking Pennsylvania. Let's go. Worlds one more time.
Dude, that's awesome. So what goes into all this stuff, man? First of all, how many times have you competed in a beard competition?
Or the major ones. Let's say nationals or worlds, because I feel like a couple of the weekend ones maybe bring that number up pretty high.
I haven't counted, but I've gone to about like 30, maybe 40. I've got like 28 trophies.
That's
I've got
crazy.
best in show trophies. Because again, you run first place in your category, you go to the best in show right at the end, and you know best in show is again the top creme de la creme. So of course I've gotten that a couple times. But here I want to show you a cool one. Here. This one is a first place trophy that was used a live grenade.
That's so
Bro,
sick.
that's sick.
Fucking love this one. Here's
That's
another
so dope to have.
Damn, can you leave those there? Well, last time I was at Nationals, I gotta show y'all this, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. They had a 3D printer or a 3D picture booth where you can make your own model of yourself.
Just for context, it's longer than that now, right?
Yeah, that's a year ago.
God, bro.
Yeah,
Just
that was
for context.
3-4 years ago. So, yeah,
dude, that is so sick. So, how many people typically like compete in these competitions?
it varies depending on the location and actually how well it actually is. Pushed out there. Like our last competition, we had about 84 some odd people, which is huge. Because of COVID, it died down, but it's finally getting a lot of traction. And then for also Worlds being back in the United States, it's only been in the United States once since it's actually started. Last time was in Texas back in 2017 or 2018. I didn't get a chance to go to that one because I would have had to drive all the way to Texas. But I'll definitely go to Pennsylvania this time. Pittsburgh, I'm down for that one. I don't care. I'm going to Worlds this time.
Yeah.
Boy, gonna place.
Right. Boy gonna place and represent MensTown. I tell you what.
Oh yeah. I love it. So what goes into like taking care of your beard? Do you have any products that you put in it? Do you any kind of routines?
He's part of all natural, so it depends on what gets defined as all natural. That was going to be my question.
There's all sorts of different products to do all sorts of different things because a big category is also freestyle, where you can style up and do all sorts of different things.
Okay.
But me, for doing all natural, I wanted something that's nice and easy. The product I use nonstop is called Honest Amish Beard Oil. It's a vegan. It's a regular beard oil. You can even get it at Walmart. It's really good. No plastic fillers because there's a bunch of other ones that have all these different blah, blah, blah nonsense. If you actually look at the ingredients, you don't want that on your face. It's all about taking care of the skin underneath. If you take care of the skin, the beard will grow. But a big part of it is also genetics. Because if you don't have the genetics to grow it, it won't. I take really good care of my face. My people will say, "Ooh, beards have poop in it." Blah blah blah. That's only if you don't wash your hands. Everyone's gonna get poop on their face if you don't wash your hands. Of course you wash. My face is clean. I tell you what. But beard oil, beard balm. My wife says I'm more of a woman than she is when it comes down to taking care of it. And I got to. I got so much hair. I got to. Girl, look at this thing. I got to take care of it.
I'm surprised you haven't like created your own kind of beard oil or beard balm yet.
I've wanted to, but that's too much to go into it. I don't want to broadcast and put my face out there too much because I'm going to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Oh man! So do you have to shampoo it? Like, do you shampoo your beard or what?
Every morning, I sleep with the braid in. Every morning, I have to take it out of the braid, wash it. So shampoo, sometimes conditioner. But mainly just to get all this stuff, all the old oil out and really cut any like dry skin because the beard itch is real. Get out of it, oil, balm, blow dry it, braid it, put it up every single day because now I work working on cars again, running them automotive shop. We've got to be careful. Almost got caught putting a wheel on the rim. I was like right there about to blow it to where it pops the tire. I was like, oh shit, move that shit. Start tucking into my shirt when I start working on stuff.
That's crazy, bro. So for fun, like, do you ever like do anything creative with it or what?
I have a couple times. I did it at MensTown one year with Link. But I realized I ended up making it look like a giant dick because I did 2 loops and then one really big long loop, and I was like, wait, this looks like a
Wait
dick.
a second.
I
got a
remember
picture
that
of me,
one. I
like,
think that was
I'll
my
send it
first
to you.
year.
It's pretty silly.
I
Oh,
think that
that's
was my
It
first
just
year.
takes too much time. The guys who really do really good jobs at it, it can take them anywhere from like 2 to 6 hours to style it up, and they can do some crazy things. Let me send you some pictures of those two. You'd be like, impressive.
how long does it take you to braid it?
My whole process, as far as like waking up and getting in the shower, getting ready, and out the door, is about like an hour and a half, like hour 15, an hour and a half,
God.
depending on how much of a rush or how late I sleep in. It's a long process every single morning.
That's crazy. So you said a big part of it plays like genetic wise. Do you have anybody else in your family that has like super long beards or what?
Not long. My dad always had a full face of hair, and he's crazy with it. He'd shave it off, and literally a week later, it'd be a big bush nonstop. Nice and white and salty, but he had it. Both my brothers, or 2 of my brothers, have it. My oldest brother is like clean. I don't know how he doesn't have anything. He shaves every once in a while, but
What the mailman look like?
there's a story behind that, but I'm not going into that.
Oh, my bad.
I'm kidding. Or am I?
Man, dude, I'm so infatuated by it, dude. And I know a lot of the guys at MensTown love it, and I know Baker loves it. Bake, do you have any other questions regarding it?
So, like, you have the all natural. What, like, are you allowed to, like, trim the bottom to keep it all one length? Or does it just, you have to let it grow? Like, are there rules outside of it? Or is it more like you got to be natural. You can't use, like, your growth supplement, but you're able to, like, keep it trimmed and organized?
Some guys do trim it straight, but that doesn't look natural because there's all sorts of different things that when the judge actually looks at it, because I've been on the other side of the judge table also, that straight across, it takes some points. I like it when it comes down into a point versus, like even cheeks. Like I line up my cheeks all the time. So like 2-3 weeks before nationals, I'm not going to shave anything just so it grows. I got to be careful. I grow so much and my hair will be all the way up to here.
Jeez.
Yeah, it looks a little crazy sometimes. But it's just how it really sits on the person is how like they carry themselves, how the beard actually adds to the personality, or even sometimes you'll see people dressed up in full suits. I don't. I just wear all black, so my beard sits well against me. I don't want to have an extra gimmick. My beard is my gimmick because it's so freaking big. Yeah. But some guys like shorter beards. They have nice, crazy costumes. Yeah.
I got you.
That's awesome. So, one last question for you before we jump over to some other stuff. What advice would you give somebody that is just starting to grow their beard out?
Let it go and let it grow. Don't shave it. Don't trim it. It's going to look bad. There's always the stages like the homeless or hobo stage. It's going to look weird. It might look patchy. Just let it go. Keep washing it. Keep using some beard oil to rub it in your face every day. It will work if you take care of it, but it also, you don't have the genetics behind it. Like, my dad was hairy and had hair everywhere. My mom had thick curly hair, so I got thick curly hair everywhere. So I just got the genetics that let me grow. There's no magic pill that you can take to grow your beard bigger. It's not going to happen.
Jay, we got to cancel his flights to Turkey. I guess the...
Well, now that up top, like, I need some more up top. That
okay, we gotta sign our tickets to Duff.
Well, we weren't going to Turkey for beard growth pills. We were going for something else growth pills.
Hey,
trying to get that hairline back.
Big, do you have any other questions for him before we move on?
Beard wise, no. I had a couple MensTown questions of how he got involved and why and what it means to him, because we're MensTown Roundtable. Obviously, we talk about way more than just that, but I just was curious as to, originally how you got involved, which is obviously Link. He got involved through Tim, and now we're all in a cult. But it's just, I was curious as to who have you brought to MensTown that you know that didn't know anyone else, if there is anyone? And then also what like draws you back? Because it's for some people, it's not their cup of tea at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a place, it's the idea about it.
Yep.
It's what it means as far as the camaraderie, but also the escape from all the nonsense. I love MensTown. I'm never, ever going to miss it unless, like, something crazy happens. But that's never going to happen. I'm always going to go there. Even if I get my legs cut off, I'll freaking be scooting up in there in a wheelchair. Let's go! I've brought a couple people, some that were fun at first, but then haven't come back. Let's see, Richie, Garrett, but then who's the most recent? Twig's been back a couple times.
Garrett was Garrett the one that left on like a Saturday to deal with
That
some
was
business
Richie.
stuff? That was Richie.
I remember Richie.
Richie
Rose.
Dickie Rose.
I
We don't
remember
talk about
Richie.
Dickie Rose anymore.
You brought Twig, right?
Twig, and then his brother came. Jordan.
His brother's fun. Jordan?
I love Jordan. Twig's
Jordan's
great, too. Fucking gay Jesus or gay Spider-Man. Woo!
Twig. Oh, Twig's a character, man.
Don't splash him in the river, I tell you what.
No, do not
I
splash
don't
him in the
know
river.
how I ended up right next to you for that, but your face was hilarious to watch during that whole thing.
You know, my dad and Uncle Stan gave him the Rocky. I think it was a Rocky 3 speech after the river.
Yeah.
They gave the Rocky 3 speech where it's like, it's not about how many times you get knocked down, it's about how many times you get up. and Twig's just like, yes, Godfather. Yes, Godfather.
I can say we were hazing him pretty good that last year. We gotta take it easy on this time.
It's all in good fun. What is your favorite part about MensTown, Duff?
Everybody, everything, every single second of it. I wish I was there right fucking now. God,
don't we
again,
all?
the escape, but also just making connections, new friends, and being able to just sit back, relax, and this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a vibe, man, and we're counting down the days, dude. I mean, is it July yet? We're coming up really quickly. Really quickly.
Always, like your dad always starts that post every month. We get that Facebook post. Is it July yet? Blank amount more months to go. And like time just flashes at some point and you look at that first post and it says like 6. And then time just flashes and it's like 2 and he switches over to weeks.
Yeah.
And it's that moment where you're like, all right, we're almost there. Keep your head down. You can get there. And it's just a great time.
I love the race to get there. Like, I got to get there. It's going.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm here.
Yeah.
The build up to it.
Getting some big old hugs, hearing the stories of the year, getting to see pictures of you guys growing up yourselves, having kids.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. I mean, for people that like think that MensTown is a joke, man, it's not, dude. MensTown is one of the best things in my life.
Yeah. It's one of those go and try it before telling me it's not for you.
Yeah.
Like we've had a lot of guys go who are either they didn't quite fit in, they didn't quite give it their all when they went, and so it's not really for them because you got to sell into it. You got to buy into the idea of you're going, releasing, meeting people, and not stressing. Like we normally try to not have cell service.
Yeah.
So that we can just you're around, you're talking to people and interacting.
I totally cracked my rib last year.
Yeah, you did.
No, I actually went and got an x-ray. There's a hairline crack that's somewhat healed. I fucked myself up. That was great, man. That was great. MensTown.
Well,
if you ain't cracking a rib, you ain't going to MensTown.
That's right, baby. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, dude.
That shit hurt. Oh, it does.
I mean, dude, I love it because, like, Duff and I were talking about it before Baker joined. We were talking about how we we live so close to each other. We live only like 2 hours away. We never see each other, but there's always that time of the year where we get together and it's like nothing's ever changed. You know,
Like,
like
I
we
just,
just
like I just saw you yesterday.
yeah,
It's the best
yeah,
part.
and that's what it's all about. You know, a lot of us use MensTown for seeing our old buddies, and it's a way to get back
Good
together with
mental
them.
reset. Like, hey, this last year has been crazy, but you know what? His life was crazier, so I'm actually doing pretty good. Let's have some fun. Yeah. Nah, just kidding.
And you're with your
those,
buddies.
Those 4
actually
days
helping guys like de-stress themselves, get some stuff off their shoulders. Like, it's all good. Take a shot. Don't eat candy or cookies from bearded guys. Me and Nick.
Hey, there's the quote of the episode right there.
What
Who
a
was
rule.
that had the gummy Kenny?
Kenny, yeah.
Kenny and Jeff Woodward. Do you remember Jeff Woodward's? Where the ambulance was called?
The Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster Jeff, dude. Oh, man, that was a good one. We were dying laughing. Link was laughing.
Did you get a cookie?
The next morning of that story was great because half the house didn't know what happened. And so everyone's waking up and they're like, did you see the ambulance here last night? No, who was it? And the story just gets told 100 times.
And he hasn't been back since.
Shocker.
He said, screw that.
Kenny's was great because everyone, like, he just went up to lay down and then everyone found him with Stan just playing him guitar.
Yes, Uncle Stan was just in there strumming.
His mind. Oh, that was fun.
I will say, I've partaken into plenty of different things, but those cookies that year were in a whole different level. Like, I've done a lot, guys. Like, but those cookies, like, I understand, like, from being on the outside, if this is his first time in doing it, woo!
Yeah, Buddy went on a roller coaster that day.
Well, his was accidental. He just thought, oh, someone brought cookies.
Ooh, look, a cookie. Imagine if I ate 3 of them. Dude, I ate 3 of them, and I was in the bathroom. The whole bathroom was spinning all around me. Like, what the heck?
Do you remember, was it last year or the year before, where Twig ate a thing of chocolate? We won't say what it is. But he was sitting on the dock.
That was when we were going out on the boat. Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
That was Saturday. I'll tell you. Let me tell you this actual whole story real quick. I did that Thursday night, and I kept telling him, because he was playing hold on his till Saturday. I kept telling him, don't eat the whole thing. No, I've done plenty. I know what I'm doing. Blah, blah, blah. I've done this, that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, you're right. We get in the truck to leave, and next thing you know, whole bar's gone. I told you not to do it. Oh, I'll be fine. Before we got to the dock, about 12 minutes down the road, we stopped to get some beers. I'm getting in putting the beers in the back of the truck. I look over. He's hanging out the front of the window. Wow! Projectile vomiting. I'm like, he gets back in the truck. Oh, Duff, you were right. You were right, Duff. You were right, Duff. I'm sorry. You were right. Oh, God.
I remember him sitting on the dock, dude, and the dock's swaying like this, and he's just like, "Oh man, I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm gonna die, dude." He's like, Chancellor J, dude. I love you, man. If I die, dude, I love you.
Getting to the dock was a trip, man.
Oh. He uses everyone's nicknames.
Yeah,
like every single time, Commissioner Bake.
Yeah.
Every single time, but he always uses everyone's nicknames. It's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
He's truly one of a kind.
It was good, but that was what's fun about it. I was like, I got you, man. Everybody, let him get into the water. Don't do it. That was fun. That was a good day. That was really fun. He literally about shit himself almost before we got to the dock because I gotta go to the bathroom. We were still about to pull up. I was like, don't do it. Get there's a photo finish to the damn little bar.
Oh, that bar was fun too. Did you order that bar with us after?
No, I think it was just you guys. There weren't many people that stayed.
Yeah, I don't know how I made it to the bar because on the boat I drank too much of that river rum and I was like, oh my god.
Brother, you and I got in that corner of that float and we didn't move for about 3 hours.
Yeah, it's that river rum, man.
I did pass out on, what was his name, Captain Mark's boat on the way back. I was laying on the stern. I was just like,
I forgot about the other boat that we had out there.
That guy was a trip. We
was
first
cool.
thought that place was a sex dungeon that he
he
took the
hired
swing
hookers
out
for us
of.
for the first night, and no one actually realized that. Did you guys not see those 3 women that walked in?
Yeah. Well,
That
Twig
was
knew.
the girls with the escort.
Nah, she was one of-
escorts,
she
the
was-
big girl was the yeah. Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Mm-hmm.
The minute, dude, we could sit here all night and talk stories about MensTown, man. But
that's the goal. Is like as we bring more people on, if they're MensTown guys, then I want to hear their stories. What do they remember that we might not have found out about?
Yeah.
Dan did the same things that Twig did. What was that 2 years earlier? He disappeared for like 3 hours, and then he got found behind a tree.
I remember that. I do remember that.
That was the year I had to miss because of work, so I missed a lot that year.
Mm.
Yeah.
Me and Jay are both our first years were the same year, right?
Mine was. This will be my 7th year going.
Same.
I think. This is your 7th?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I hit Legacy. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
You and me both were up there. It was you, me, and Dylan.
Yeah. That's right.
And then Whitley. You guys are trip, I'm telling you.
He
was my year.
No, your dad, Tim was convinced that he was a year earlier. Like, no.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Well, he's an honorary one. This one, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he makes a joke about it all the time, and Duff. He tells me that Duff gets mad at him.
Whatever.
Dude, did you know that Whitney? His name is Whitney. First of all, Whitney, not Whitley. And Link and him were in the military together, and Link didn't even know his name was Whitney, dude. We call him Whitley because Dad gives everybody nicknames. Yeah. So Link was like, "Dude, his name's Whitney. What?" Oh man. Oh God. Anyways, to wrap up this episode, Big, I know you wanted to rapid fire a couple questions to Duff. Just to kind of end things.
I kind of just had I had general questions. I didn't really have rapid fire. I could come up. Just give me 3 seconds. All right, Duff, who wins the Super Bowl?
I'm not going to touch that one. I ain't going to touch that one.
It's Eagles Chiefs. Just pick who wins. All right, next question. Favorite person in MensTown?
Say again?
Who's your favorite person that goes to MensTown?
Favorite person?
Yeah.
Myself.
Okay, who's your least favorite person that goes to MensTown?
I'm kidding. It's either Link or Tim. I love them both.
Okay, who's your least favorite person that goes to MensTown? There is 2 correct answers.
2 correct. The guys, someone who doesn't belong. Remember, what was it? We came up with was it a 4W?
Yeah, Phil. All right. The other correct answer is Ryan.
5W, motherfucker, don't come back.
Yeah.
A 5W, dude. That's just vile. Oh, God.
The correct answers there were Phil or Ryan. Following that up, what is your favorite meal that we have in MensTown? Because the food there is amazing from Chestnut. What's your favorite food that we get? Because all the time, it's iconic stuff.
The hamburgers are always on point. The barbecue the last night is always a point, but Jeremy's jar of pickles or cucumbers.
Yep.
Dude.
Those are always good.
Duff, you like to cook, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta stay away though, man. I got all the hair up in but I love to cook.
And then last rapid fire, what was your favorite location we've been to?
5-star.
5-star's fun, dude.
5-star is great. Easy walking. You don't have to worry about walking up a giant hill or anything crazy. Plenty of room, plenty of space.
That Lake Lanier house
side place with everything.
Well, the view is just can't beat it too. The view
Walking
is just beautiful.
In the doors of 5-star, literally, I could still picture it. I've dreamed about it a couple of times. Just opening the door, like,
it's something out of a movie, man.
It takes you to a whole nother world.
Absolutely beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, because ladies can't go to MensTown. If you have not been to MensTown and you are curious about coming, send us an email or comment on our Instagram or DM us or something. YouTube, whatever.
We are
also
on MensTown Roundtable on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter or X, whichever one you want to call it. And TikTok. We have an email. All of them and TikTok will be linked down in the description below. Thank
Duff.
you for...
Go ahead, mate.
Thank you, Duff, for coming on. Jay, thank you for another great episode. I'd just like to say thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. You guys are going to take us to the moon. We'd love to go there with you.
Duff, I want to also get his stuff and link it in the description. I know you mentioned that website earlier. Yep. I want to. Do you have a charity or anything that you want to send over to me? We can put it in the description.
Yeah, I got you. I got a couple different things. Definitely say, be Harry, do good. Go
be
Eagles,
Harry.
Even though the Chiefs are gonna fucking win, go Eagles. But
I got the answer.
But yeah, just be Harry, do good. Let it go, let it grow. And if you ever need some advice on beard care, just hit me up. I got you.
Love it. MensTown Roundtable, where it's always July. Thank you, Duff. Thank you, Baker. Be Harry, do good. We'll see you guys next time.